Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to Late Night Vibes with Ine and Cece. I want to thank you all for always returning, and I want to thank you for supporting my channel. Your support is truly appreciated. Thank you so much. Today's topic is very emotional and sensitive. So, as usual, I ask that you please and please leave your comments respectful. I got a call from a lady, a single mother. For the sake of anonymity, I'm going to call her Joy. So Joy rang me telling me that the man she brought to the UK has done street. So Joy said to me that she spoke to her friend back in Nigeria, her longtime friend that she's known back in high school, secondary school, as we call it in Nigeria, and telling her that if there's anyone she knows that is a guy, a good guy that is willing to settle down, that she can connect them. Of course, it's normal, like people match make or recommend friends. So this lady now called, Joy's friend now called her one of these days and said, "Hey, listen, Joy, I have a friend, a male friend. He's ready to settle down. He's divorced and he said he's looking for a wife." And then Joy said, "Yeah, you can connect us together." So the friend back in Nigeria connected Joy and this man, to call the man John. So the friend connected Joy and John, and then, of course, they got the ball rolling. So in February, that was when the whole connection started. And then, from what Joy told me, the man applied for a visiting visa, but it was declined. So she had to, but before then, he had already gone to see her family, Joy's family back in Nigeria. He's gone to from Abuja, he's gone to Joy City to go and meet her family, introduce himself that he wants to marry Joy. It was pretty quick. John's visa got denied, visiting visa got denied. Joy flew from here to Nigeria, from the UK to Nigeria to meet John. So on seeing John, before she went to Nigeria, John promised Joy that he would reimburse part of her travel expenses to Nigeria. So she got to Nigeria, they've done the introduction, happy, everybody happy. And then she then asked him about the money he promised to reimburse her. So she was telling me that that was a red flag that she would have picked up on. And then John said to her, "Did I coerce you to come to Nigeria?" So that was a red flag, isn't it? But then she ignored it. And then she went to Nigeria in March. They did the registry and all of that. Then Joy came back to the UK. She's got the COS. COS is Certificate of Sponsorship. So she applied for him to come as a dependent on her COS. So when she applied, the application got accepted. So he was supposed to come in June, but then he came in July, on the 1st of July, 2025. So everything happened this year, 2025. When he came into the UK, happy, she made him food and all of that. And then she started looking for helping him to get a job and all of that. But he said he doesn't want to do any menial job, that he cannot eat on the table and then come and eat on the floor, that he doesn't want to do any menial job. But then she said to him that you have to start somewhere. So Joy started looking for, helping him apply for job, from prison officer job, which he declined. And then she got a job for him in a cleaning job, to clean a Airbnb. From what she said, he'll be paid £800 a week, from something like approximately £800 a week. Again, John declined that job, that he does not want to do any job like that. So, and then she said, okay, she was going to pay for him to do his security training, so then he can be a door security or CCTV, a door security. John said, no, he cannot stand in the cold. So they went on, and eventually she helped him. They applied, and then he got a job as a support worker, which he was doing until this issue started. Now, remember I told you he came in July. The relationship, from what she said, he was verbally abusive towards her. He calls her names. But then she would ignore it. John does not sleep in bed. From what she told me, he only slept once on the bed with her, that he said he sleeps on orthopedic bed. He does not sleep, he sleeps in the living room. And then Joy has a baby anyway, like I said, introduced when I said in the beginning, she's a single mother. She has a child already from her previous relationship. So he sleeps in the living room. The relationship was not what she expected when he came to the UK. Suddenly, in September of this year, 2025, he rang the police saying that he is being coerced and that Joy carried a knife. So the police had to come, refer the case to social services because, of course, you remember, like I said, she has a child. So now they refer the case to social services because of her child. So when police took Joy in to the station, there was no evidence. On that basis, she was not charged. So she was released, right? Um, no evidence, so she was released. John came back, and then of course he couldn't get any benefit because he has no recourse to public funds. So John came back asking for reconciliation. From what Joy told me, her friends at that point said to her to leave this man. She gave him another chance. He came and then he said something things like there are relationships that have done worse than this. So came in September. Still, the relationship was still turbulent. So she had to tell him to leave the same September. When he reported that to the police in September, after they dropped the case, then she now told him to leave the house. Because of this case, whenever the child goes to school, the child is being questioned by teachers if everything is okay, what's the situation at home. All of those social services things when they involved in someone's matter. So Joy had to tell him to leave that she doesn't want again, that he should leave the relationship, the house. John now requested for the £500, the first time he has contributed towards anything in the property. Remember, I came into the UK newly. She bought clothes for him. She set him up with the job and all of that thing. When he started working, he gave her £500 towards October rent. So in October, she told him to leave. And then he asked her to give her the £500 back. She said she's not going to give to him that she has spent so much money. She's not giving him that money. So since John left the property, Joy has not known peace. Just like she never knew when he was in the house with her, abusing her verbally. He's also done that. So when he left, he would call her and then abuse her verbally. So she had to block him on all social media platform. Now he sends her emails. So let me read out a few of the emails he sent to her. And please, Joy wants your advice. She's written to the Home Office to cancel, to revoke his visa. She also has a Canadian citizenship. She's applied. When he came, she also put in an application for him to get his Canadian visa through her citizen because she's a Canadian citizen. She's also written to this Canadian embassy to cancel that application. So John would need your advice, but let me read out a few of the emails that he's been sending to her recently, just very recently. So, and then before I forget, she told me that he also returned the clothes that she bought for him and then an empty bottle of perfume. And then he told her something like, there's nothing good about her, that the only thing good about her is 3 bottles of perfume he bought for her. She bought for him. There's nothing good about her except the 3 bottles of perfume she bought for him. And then, so now let me read out the email to you the recent one that she sent. He sent her so much emails. And then the subject for this email is pig. He calls her a pig. And then he goes on to put the subject as UK Visas and Immigration Home Office so that she can click. She can open the email, your code. Then your code is unintelligent demon. Your code, it goes unintelligent demon of self-destruction. After me, you will never attempt another victim. I will be your last. Look at what you have become at 30. She's in her 30s. Dry without a life, moving around looking for another woman's husband to steal, another kid's dad to steal for your child, whose father abandoned with your miserable life. That child hates you and can't wait to grow up and leave you to soak in agony, anguish, and deep mental, emotional, and physical pains. An empty soul, void of any God given spirit, occupied by an ancient demon that is eating you up part by part. I'm so sorry, this is not really nice to read. At 30, she's in her 30s, at 36, you already see your end. I have never seen someone as cursed as you are, marked for destruction eternally. You will cry. You will cry had I known. The last comment of a fool that you have always been. Ewu Gambia. Ewu Gambia. So Ewu means goat in Igbo language. That is the eastern part of Nigeria. Ewu means goat. So Gambia goat. Ewu Gambia. And then he goes on again to send another one. This was sent at around 6:52. And then he goes on to send another one at 10:05. Who are you? Where are you from? What is your identity? Look down from your grandmother to your daughter. Same pattern. The children never had a child. They've never had a father. Just sperm donors. I'm really sorry. This is just not right to read. I never get your time yet in Nigeria, meaning language, Nigerian colloquial language. You never get your time yet, meaning I don't have your time yet. Victoria's Secret pant on a dirty 96-year-old body, 96-year-old body. Look yourself in the mirror. You will see a disappearing demonic image whose end is at the bottom pit of hell with chains in cage beside Satan, your original husband. Dirty thing that called strangers to beg me. You want your end history to have an identity. You will just end well in this life. Ah. You won't use my blood wash your evil lineage. No woman distance myself. No woman. I distance myself and my lineage and blood from every witchcraft blood. Followed me crying and kneeling to have my life and blood as per your demonic supply to keep you going. If them born you well and you know that man you claim to be your father is actually your father, reply this email. Idiotic coward with zero self-esteem, a worthless soul, an empty vessel occupied by Satan himself, and the end is for the devil to destroy the vessel. Look how you are slowly disappearing. Enketa Ara. Enketa is a dog, so it means mad dog. Enketa Ara. E clear abi e no clear. My love is transactional. How far? What is the return of your investment so far? Ewu Malawi. So Ewu means goat. Ewu Malawi. So Malawi goat or goat Malawi. You better go and look for the white garment people to deliver you from shackles of hell. I married you? Question mark. Wonder shall never end. Nothing wey I no go hear. I fear for that innocent child. How I wished you carry that belle you had wanted to use to advance your evil. Your eye for clear. So how I wish you got pregnant, because she got pregnant and she lost the pregnancy in the course. In September, she lost the pregnancy. So now he's making reference to it. He said, how I wished you carried that belle you had wanted to use to advance your evil. Your eye for clear. You would have had one more child without a father. Wow, this is touching. Or there, that is fool. You must be a fool to have considered me your victim. But my God, who made me from a deliberate marriage between my mother and my father in full support of both families, said, no, John. So I don't want to call his name, like I said, for anonymity. So he mentioned his name. Said, no, John. No, John. No, said, no, John. Bastard said, no, John. Bastard no go born for you. That is, no, John. Bastard will not give birth for you. God forbid. Now, run along and eat shit where you really belong. And then he sends her this picture. I'm trying to zoom it in. So I'll show you, put it on the screen. So he sent her this picture of a goat in of a goat. I don't know if you see it in a wedding dress. Well, I'll send it. I'll put it on the descent. And then he goes on to send her videos of from on TikTok that he got from TikTok of people making mockery of single mothers. So I'll play one of it for you all to listen. I'm not going to play the video on my channel because I won't promote such videos, but I'm just going to play it so you can hear it.
Single mother don't craze. Single mother say I need a man who will be there for my child, like the father of my child. You know better for you. Why you don't first find papa for your pikin before you born pikin? You born pikin finish to find papa. No better.
So what this man said in that video is that, let me play it again so you hear.
But this single mother don't craze. Single mother say
so this single mother is crazy. Maybe the lady that he's speaking to is crazy.
I need a man who will be there for my child, like the father of my child. You know better for you. Why?
So she sent him a message saying that she needs someone a man that will be there for him, like for her child, like the father of her child, and a father figure to her child. And then he said, "You know, go better for you," meaning it will not be well with her, the person in question.
First find papa for your pikin before you born pikin. You born pikin finish the find papa.
So he was making mockery of the lady that why did you not look for the father of for your child before you give birth to the child? So these were the kind of videos he was sending to Joy to mock her. An example, and then he sent more of people going to. We won't go deny pregnancy for Owerri. Owerri is a state in the eastern part of Nigeria. So he sent her that kind of video of men. He got that from TikTok, going to deny pregnancy. So he says we won't go deny pregnancy in Owerri for Owerri. So he sent her those kind of videos, and then he went again to TikTok, another one. Okay. So I don't understand what they say in Igbo language, but that was him making mockery of her as a single mother. So he sent her that kind of video, and then he goes on to say, "It no go better for you." That they sent her an image that it will not be well with you, and then he sends her pictures. So I'm going to put this on my this thing, and he said, "This is what you look like." So he sent her. Is it like chameleon or lizard, or I don't even know what this reptile is, with a wedding gown, and there's also a groom, and then the reptile wearing a wedding dress, a wedding gown, and then he said, "This is what you look like." And then before I forget, and then he goes on again to send another one. Let me ask you, can you be pregnant? Do you have the capacity to be pregnant? Okay, you are pregnant, and so I should die because you're pregnant. So this was him again. And then he sends her tons, like right now I can see like 20 emails that he has sent to her, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tons of emails. And then he will put the subject like unmasked, spare, Lamba police, please don't stop, delete my data, different things. He just sends her email. And then he sent her an email, one of the emails he sent to her. Let me see if I can. Okay. So then he sent her another email copying his ex-wife in Nigeria into that email, telling the ex-wife that, see the woman that wanted to snatch me from you, and then the ex-wife replied and said, if he ever that, or I think there's already an injunction that if he ever involves her in anything, that she's going to seek legal action. Please, viewers, kindly provide your advice. Joy would really, really want your advice, please, and pray for her. The police is also in the matter as well as the home office that she's written to. They write back to her. Please, any advice you have, kindly drop it and put her in your prayers as well. And as always, I want to thank you for always returning. Please remember to share our video, or should I say, remember to share my video, like, and leave your comments, and I will see you again very soon. Cheerio.